Tim.
You got the spring fever, Randy?
I should be treated for it.
Yeah. You know what Mark Twain said about spring? About the fever?
I do not.
Mark Twain said, that is what the name of it is. And when you've got it, you don't quite know what it is you do want, but it just fairly makes your heart ache. You want it so. Speaking of spring.
The Distillery Brewery Wineries of the World show is now going to quotes of Mark Twain.
Yes.
If we didn't slow it down, we didn't stop it, but we are going to Florida. And on with us today, we're going to talk to the Florida Brewers Guild. And again, out of our pay grade, but we have an executive director from that association.
Sit up straight. Sean's on the line.
I know it. I could have demerits and have to spend time after school. But anyway, we have Sean Nordquist, the executive director of the Florida Brewers Guild, with us. How are you, my friend, Sean?
I'm doing well. It's a beautiful day down here in Tampa Bay, which is where I am.
Yeah, I understand you survived the Florida Brewers Guild big celebration back in March 3rd in Tampa. As first time as the executive director, I understand.
That's correct, and the fest has been going on for a long time, and I've been to it over the years, and I've always enjoyed it. This was my first time being the guy, so it was
the guy.
A little bit nerve-wracking because you want everything to go, especially when it's your first time. You want everything to go perfectly. And
right.
Everything was great. We couldn't have asked for better weather. We had over 70 breweries pouring beer. We had a really great day and a really great time.
Well, that's the tradition of craft brewery. You get involved with your communities, right?
Absolutely.
One of the things that Florida, we've heard, has a couple of golf courses or two that you've heard down there. I've heard rumors.
I've heard that they have them around here. Yeah.
Well, I hate to tell you this, young Sean, but we do another show called what is that called? The Happy Hour Golf Show. That's actually going to be starting in May, coming from Bonita Springs, Florida. And and we're going to combine the fine art of golfing, having fun as the sun goes down. And if you had a brewery or two that wanted to feature their drink as we have a parched throat at the end of the day, and you'd want to come over and hit a few shots, if you could find your way to Bonita Springs, we'd be happy to have you come over there.
As long as the people around me wear helmets, I'd be happy to take a few shots.
Well, we have a leading golf instructor that he does do a trick shot show, but he can help you, straighten it out. If not, we can just revert to having a barbecue and having some drinks. So,
all right.
But most of my shots look like trick shots, even though they're not supposed to. But
that's all right.
All right, Sean. We all know the qualities of the Guild down there and all your craft breweries. Integrity. They have a lot of general independence. But what is the state of the industry down there in Florida?
It's growing. It's pretty incredible how much it's grown. Just over the past 10 years or so, maybe even less. When I first sort of got into this scene as a writer, it was about 10 years ago, and we had a handful of brewers in the entire state. And now we have over 200, and we're winning medals at the national and international competitions. We are seeing growth in every way, the economic growth, the number of jobs being created, everything from the small little 2 or 3 person brewery to the big ones that have 100 employees or more. Tampa Bay was really the epicenter of that, but you're starting to see places like Jacksonville and Gainesville, Orlando, South Florida just really just explode with all these craft breweries. And it's not just people say, oh, hey, that looks like a good business idea. Maybe I can make some money. It's people who really love, they love the craft and they love the business. And so they're making really good beer, and it's not the same everywhere you go. Everywhere, everyone has their, thing that they do, and that they do really well and that they really like to make. But it's really exciting for people, who are, especially when they come from out of state, saying, oh, wow, your beer scene here is incredible. And it is, as good or better than some of these other places that have been around for 20, 30 years.
And again, we're visiting with Sean Nordquist. He's the executive director of the Florida Brewers Guild. And what we're actually going to be doing is helping try to bring people through our Links and Libations magazine from the cold tundra, Sean, to come to Florida as they come down to. I hear you have golf courses down there, but golfers golf, then they sip, and they do it in groups. And
of course,
we've played. Tim and I have played golf all over Florida, and we love it. Now, are the breweries, are they distributed equally all over Florida, or are they concentrated in an area, or how is that grown?
It really depends on the size of the brewery. I would say right now the majority of the breweries are small, and so you will find their beers. Some of you will only find their beers in their tap room. Some you'll find in the local area around the city, maybe the county that they're around. Distribution is required to, if you want to get your beer outside of anywhere besides your tap room. So getting their beer out to restaurants and bars and places like that takes signing with a distributor and making those kind of relationships happen, as well as retailers. So if you want your beer to be in a store, or a convenience store, grocery store, whatever it might be, you have to have a distributor for that as well. So I would say the majority of the breweries out there, you will find locally at best. There are a few bigger ones who you'll find, only a couple you'll find statewide, but definitely each region you're in is going to have a different selection of beers. And each region has a lot of really good breweries, so you really can't go wrong.
Yeah, speaking of the region, Sean, isn't innovation just crucial? You take your traditional ingredients like malted barley, but then you throw in that non-traditional ingredient that really gives a distinctive taste, and that can be regional, can it?
It certainly can be, and I would say that there are breweries that really have made a name for themselves by going the untraditional route. But there's also some breweries that are taking that traditional beer making and elevating it even further. So really getting the right balance of malt and hops and water, and using this specific kind of yeast to create just really, really good, high quality, very enjoyable beers using the traditional methods. And so you might have, on one end, you might have the chocolate peanut butter macadamia stout.
That sounds
that's not us.
Which we certainly have. But then we also have breweries who are making a traditional, German Hefeweizen, which is about as traditional as they come, or
right.
a really nice Kolsch, which is a lager type beer that's light, it's refreshing. And they're just really good, clean beers that, and actually a Kolsch is perfect for the golf course. So, it's one of those, especially if it's a warm day out and, you're sipping on it, you're enjoying it. It's not super heavy, and it's great for any time outdoors, especially on the golf course.
It just occurred to me, did one of your breweries down there, the guys invent a way the plastic goes around the cans, that they're biodegradable? Are you familiar with that story?
Yeah. So there's a brewery. They're down in Delray Beach. They're called Saltwater, and they have developed a way. So the 6-pack holder, and I'm sure you've seen it a lot, where they moved away from using the plastic rings to using these sort of plastic caps. So they've actually developed one that is completely biodegradable and actually even edible, because I think it's made from spent grain and some other things like that. So it took them a while for them to get it to market, because they had to, of course, meet all the different regulations, as well as something that's not going to fall apart, the first time you use it.
Right.
But yeah, so that's Saltwater Brewing, and they've got some really great beers as well.
Well, that's a special plug. Anyway, our editor-in-chief of Links and Libations lives in Fort Pierce, and she will track you down, my man, because she wants to help.
Betsy's coming after you,
Betsy
Sean.
Hill. She's got curly hair. All you have to do is go look at the distillerychannel.com. She's our editor-in-chief of Links and Libations magazine. We're going to try to provide good social media content that if you want to give to your people, our Links and Libations magazine is electronically delivered, and we're going to feature you guys in there. So we'll be sending that out to you, and hopefully you can give it to your members. Yeah. Anyway, we'll anytime you have any information, anything, highlights, give us a call. We'll get you on, get you in, and we'll have some fun.
Sure, absolutely.
Thanks, Sean. We really appreciate it. Sean Nordquist, the Executive Director of Florida Brewers Guild, is with us today. Everybody that's going to Florida, I think you could find a place to have a sip or two, young Tim.
Hit them straight and then sip them straight.
Thanks a lot, Sean.
Thank you.